Now, how do you do these lecture notes that I'm asking for? Well, the first you need the note outline. So if you click on this, it'll take you out to a Google link. It should come up like this. And they're all a little bit different, but on my PC, this is what it looks like. And here are the things I would do. I click the download button, and it should give me a thing like this where I do it. Now, I saved them all as a rich text file, which is supposed to be universal. And so you can download it someplace to look at, or to work from. So I have a place here on my Chrome. It comes up like this, and I can open it from there. Now let me give you some other things. Get out of this one. Okay, looks like this. All right, now let me show you a couple other things. You may be able to do this to open it with something. Something like that. You see how you have to make this work, but you should get this one here that says download, like that. All right, and once you have that and you're ready to write it, and it's whatever it is, and so you could do it in Google Docs or whatever. The next thing you want to do is come from this. Just a minute here. Let's look at the lecture itself now. It'll always be on YouTube. It'll look like this. It'll start always the same way. It's going to have a little music with some images that lead you up to the lecture. And then you're going to hear me jaw a little bit.
It's really another look at the historical perspectives. And instead of trying to report in South Dakota the compensatory attendance change.
And let me take you back here to our note outline of where you're going to go. Now this is one that I have filled in for you, but the first one is talks about enrollment growth, and I will lead you right to that here.
In South Dakota in 2009, from 16 to age 18, that added more people to the school rolls. And not school, a whole plethora of stuff here that they did to
each thing I will
once
ask
you have responded
exactly what to do here and show you how to do it for the most
7 to noon, or from like noon till 5 or 6, and that's how they did it. And they built all kinds of elementary schools, and then as you can imagine,
I'm just scanning through here so I can find where I have you do stuff
here.
Okay, so here's an example. The first thing I'm asking, let me back up just a little. This is what it looks like, and I ask you to do stuff.
And what's interesting about this discussion, you look at Rob, the shrinking. I'm going shrinking. Why are they shrinking? Why are rural schools shrinking? I'm going to ask you to do that here also. Under more teachers, why are our rural schools shrinking?
So I ask you to do that, and you come down here and look at the notes. How this student did was she filled each of these in, and then she also went to the discussion, and I have the discussions down here. And this is where I will ask you to respond to these. And you hit this reply here and put yours, only instead of my picture, if you put your picture in your Google, that will come up there. And then you, throughout the lecture, I'll ask you to respond to these. All right? And you can see, and then this is what I want you to do. Every time I ask you to do something, I want you to come in here and turn it red for me. And now on the PC, it's quite easy. Under here, you just come down and turn red. Example, it starts like this. After you enter something all the time, you would turn it red so I can find it. Now this student went in here and made a note that she responded to the discussion too. Now you don't have to put a note, but you have to respond to the discussion things on back here on the bottom of each one. All right. And you'll go all the way through this like this. following the lecture and the note outline, and I will tell you exactly where to put stuff in. Here's a link. You have to link something here. Here's some other stuff, and you can see what it should look like. All right, and all the red is the stuff that I've asked you to enter in here. And this is what it should look like. Here, she says another discussion. She's done that. And this was the 20th thing I asked you to put in here. And this one is quite a long lecture. Please carve out time for this, because this one is going to take a while. This one's about an hour and 23 minutes. And I tried to have those up here for you also, how long these are. And then here also I have the PowerPoint if you want to see that. I'm not sure the value of this, but I put it here for you if you want to just see what the outline looks like that I'm going through. And then here's the clips, as I talk about in here. There's places in the lecture, like for example, here's the first clip. One of the things I ask here is put this clip in here. It's something I've clipped from the textbook. So if you come like this and you open this, if you're in Google like this, you should be able to just click on this, and you've got to get the box, I think. I don't think I can grab it unless I have the box around it, and then I can copy it and come over here, and I should be able to paste it in here. I'm going to take this one out and just say, for example, I'm up here. I'm going to make a little room like this, and I'm going to paste it. I'll back up so you can see how I did that. Maybe I'll just put it beside here so you can kind of see. Always just make a little room for it, and I should be able to paste it. And there it is. And that's just so they're in the notes, and I know you've seen them. Throughout all the lectures, I'll have things that you paste in there, and they're called the clips. And they're here. And then this chapter outline I have too for each chapter, so you can kind of see what's going to be gone over. Now this is one of the longer lectures, but this is on the historical foundation. Some are shorter, but some are even longer than this. So please carve out some time. So each one of this, you'll have the video, or YouTube lecture, the note outline, the PowerPoint here, the clips, the topical outline, your discussion down here, and then the project right here should always come up like this. And if you flip to the second of a title slide, the second one will have a video on how to do it. It'll tell you exactly what to do. And then the next one I'll always have is an example that I put up. Now for you to get at it, when you move your cursor right here, this little star thing, open editor. And then I kind of teach you how to go through and put stuff in each of these projects. So each project will have that also. All right. So you'll have the project, and that'll be how you'll go about each one. And every one will have that same format. As you click down here, they all look the same. And I just wanted that so you'd have some rhythm of what it is. Now you see here I put this on each of them. Here's why. Some of these, when you get them filled up with all these clips, get pretty big, and YouTube gives you all kinds of trouble. So here's what you may want to do, or you're going to have to on these bigger ones. And again, the Macs give you a little trouble. This is easy. Here, under this Save As, you simply select where you want to do it, where you're going to save it. I'm going to put it there. And now I'm going to tell us that a Word document, now I'm going to change it to a PDF. And the reason I would do PDF, the reason I'd have PDF, what PDF does is just simply takes a picture of what's there. So it really goes back to the size of a single, here it comes, it just goes back to the size of a single page, without, if I didn't have any of these on it, any of the clips that you've inserted. And it isn't so big. And that's pretty universal too. It's easier for me to open it. And when I open it in D2L, this is what it'll look like. Alright. So that's how you do these lectures. That's how you'll do each of these. The discussions, everything. These are in a little different here. I couldn't get them to stay in the order I wanted, so I just numbered them down here. chapter 1 through 9, and then I had to switch over here to make them stay, but I got them in order. And then I explained the why I want to be a teacher paper already. All right, that's how you do the lectures.